Hi everyone. Hello. It's Rita from Miss Rita to the rescue. Oh, and my loud dog. I don't know what he's got in his mouth, but it's something heavy. Anyway, how are you this morning? It's time for Cricut Chat. It's Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday, December 16th, and we are going to make unicorn ornaments. This is my little prototype, but I have a few changes that I'm going to make, especially with the ears. The ears are just too small. So, and I was told that my horns are a little too large, but how do you know? I mean, they're mythical creatures, so, you know, maybe some of them have small ears, but that's okay. I'm going to make them bigger anyway. Good morning, everyone. So today is Cricut Chat. We're getting ready for the holiday, and I thought we would do this really fun project of making unicorn ornaments. They're really not difficult, but there are a lot of steps. There are a lot of steps to it. So I'm going to just kind of jump right in and after I say my hellos and just get started, because there are a lot of steps. There's the step of having to glitter the ornaments, make the horns, cut out the flowers and the eyelashes, and then adhere them all. You have to make the flowers, and then cut the ears. So there's a lot going on. So good morning to everyone. And let me just jump right in and get started. Now, first, I want to just tell you that I cut this entirely on the Joy. This is a perfect project for the Cricut Joy. I cut out even the flowers with paper that I used on the mat, and then I cut out the eyelashes with smart vinyl, permanent smart vinyl. I'm going to give you this file mainly because I put it together from a number of different graphics, and also I made big eyelashes and small eyelashes, and then I made these flowers which come from a flower shop cartridge. I made these flowers, one a little bit bigger than the other because I had an idea about that. Yeah, thank you so much, Diana. Yeah, so, the big news today, if you're kind of just tuning in, the big news today is that yesterday I hit my year-end, or my Christmas goal, really, a week and a half early. On YouTube, I have 100. That's so funny. I had 10,000 subscribers. I hit that goal, that was just really fun. And then in addition to that, I finally got my replacement maker. So we're going to be opening that up. And I'm going to give you this file after. If you're watching it live, I'm going to make it available to you. It is a combination of some unicorn images that I got from Design Space. These are all from Design Space, and then also these are flowers from Design Space. So you don't have to go searching for them, but if you do want to make your own and not use my file for some reason, these flowers come from something called a image set called Flower Shop, and it's shop, SHOPPE. Choppy. And then the eyelashes come from just doing a search for unicorn. So if you just go here and you just type in unicorn, there's a lot of great, but they're flat. There's a lot of great images for unicorn faces that I found here. Where? They're just the faces. There's a lot of great unicorn, but here they are. See, there's like one for every month of the year, and they each have their own little like designs. So I took the eyelashes from that one and that one and that one, and I just took everything else off. Okay. So that's how you'd find them. But heads up, look for the in the description, look for the free design space file. I'll just give that to you. Okay, and now as I mentioned, there are many parts to this project. It wasn't difficult to do, but there are many parts, and I will explain each one real quickly. So you've got the ornament, which I glittered in that glitter. Remember we did glitter ornaments? Now this is a 4-inch ornament, but I have smaller ornaments. I think I'll do a couple with the smaller ornaments, but I wanted to do a big one to show you. What I did was I took glitter, 3 different color glitters. Let me just show you what I took. I took this like white, what do they call it? Crystal. And then these 2, and these are, I got these 2 at Michael's just recently. They're in a special, like the kids crafting area. So you might be able to find them if you go there again. Okay. So here, it's like a pink and like a aqua. And then what I did was I mixed two times this and 1 of each of this, and I came up with this glitter, my own glitter mix, you see? So I just kind of shook that all around, made sure that it got in there. A couple of gold pieces got in there too. And then when you want to go ahead and do the ornaments, and I would suggest that you glitter the ornaments ahead of time so that they can dry. This is what you will do. You'll take I'm just going to move this here a little bit. You're going to take a cup. Remember I use these cups. They're just, okay, thank you. Can you please not? I think we have somebody delivering something right now. So they were sitting in the front door trying to act all crazy awesome. Okay, so we are using these disposable cups that I just kind of keep in my studio. And then this is actually from Minwax. It's called Polycrylic, or you can use some other thing if you want. I have good luck with this. It's called Minwax Polycrylic. Comes in a blue can, and I've had it forever. You don't use a whole lot. And then you're going to need, obviously, an ornament. This one is from Michael's. I got half off on it. It was $3, and I got it for $1.50. I also have a bunch of little ones. Apologize, there's glitter on the outside of this. You'll see I have glitter. This is from the horns. So what you're going to do is you're going to get your polycrylic and you just squeeze some into the inside. This is very similar. Shh, come on now. Very similar to what we did with the glitter ornaments, and we're just going to go ahead and make sure we roll it all around. That glitter, by the way, is on the outside from my fingers. And roll it all around, making sure that that Minwax is covering the entire surface, inside surface. And then you're going to make sure you drain it. I put a little too much in there, but you drain it into your cup. And once you've drained it for a couple of minutes, I would say minutes, I'm going to skip the minutes part because of, you know, doing live video. But, so once you get it stop dripping, all right, then you're going to stop dripping. Then you're going to turn it around. I just don't want to get any on the outside. Okay, turn it around. And I found these I had these glitter trays that I forgot that I had. I think they were from Martha Stewart. They're years old. But anyway, they're made out of cardboard. But it's great because they have a little spout here. And then we're just going to put some of our glitter inside. And yes, it'll make a mess, but that's okay. If you have a funnel, use that. I've never said I was a neat crafter. And then you can either put your finger over this hole or whatever, and you're going to just shake it around. I think I need a little bit more in there Now you can change up the colors whatever you want. I've seen some people do this in all pink, and I've seen them do it in all blue. I don't know. Like I said, unicorns, they're mythical creatures, so who's to say what they're supposed to look like? And here I just want to point out that's because I didn't let it completely drip out. I have a little bit of a problem here on the bottom, but I can go back and re-glitter it. Okay, so you want to let this dry for a little while. It takes a couple hours. So if, for instance, you're working with your littles, you could do that part first, right? I'm just going to try to clean up my area here. You could do that part first, let them dry, go and make your cookies or something, and then come back. Or you can do the next part, which is the horns. Okay, so let me just move this out of the way. So the horns are made, I made my horns with something called Skulpy. This is Skulpy number 3, and it's an oven baked clay. I got this also at Michael's. I thought it was kind of expensive, but I actually only used a few, and so a little bit of it, a little bit sort of goes a long way. And so what you do is you take this Skulpy, and I get glitter everywhere, so you'll have to apologize. I mean, you'll have to excuse me. So what I did was I just kind of rolled out the Skulpy like this. I'm not usually someone that likes clay, but this was fun. So I rolled it out into like a long strip, a roll. And then I cut it in half, and I made sure to point one end and of each of those, right? And then I took the 2 points. I'm going to do it up close so you can see it. And I stuck them together, and I just started twisting like this. And if it seems a little too big, I actually cut some off with just a knife. I don't have a knife here, but I cut them off like this. You want a nice flat end there. For a food oven. I did it in my toaster oven. It was so simple. I put it on a piece of aluminum foil. It was 15 minutes into a 200, which is a very low, it's more of a dehydrating amount, but it's 270, I think it was 275. Now there might be some other things that you want to try that is not this, and I will admit that this entire category of clay was cleaned out at Michael's, just like absolutely devastated. So maybe there's something else that you could try, but that's what I came up with. It's called Skulpy III. You put it in your toaster oven or your you do not microwave it, but you put it in, and it's just a clay that goes for 275 degrees for 15 minutes. And that's if it's 1/4 of an inch. Oh, I don't know too much about clay in general. So this was what I found to use. Now, once I had dried them in the oven, I then wanted to put glitter on them because I'm a glitter fiend, okay? So I'm going to show you what I got and how I did it. All right. So I made a bunch. So these were my original grouping, and this is my second grouping. Now, these ones here, what I did was after they were dried, I coated them with our glitter glue. Remember that our favorite glue, which is made for glittering. So I just coated it, and I actually just used it with my finger and coated it. And then I just, believe it or not, I just took my jar of glitter, just like this, and I stuck it in like this, right? And then I kind of shook it off and put it on this this paper, or I'm sorry, this aluminum foil. That's what I did. You have to give it a few minutes to dry off. Now I figured I would try an alternate kind, and so I tried this stuff, Craft Bond spray adhesive, for the next grouping, and I hate spray adhesive. It's awful. It gets all over you, and that's why I have some glitter stuck to me, because I have it on my fingers. But I did the same thing. I sprayed it with the spray adhesive, and then I just stuck it in my glitter like this, tap it off a little bit and allow it to dry. Personally, if I were going to do these more again or whatever, I would do it with the art glitter glue, because I just did not like the spray adhesive. Now, if you have a little space on your horn, whatever, that is sort of empty from the glitter. Bush, stop. It's just the mailman. If you have a little space here, you can use a little tiny bit of art glitter glue, like on those spaces, like here. I could do that on this little space here, and just kind of go around and find, and then put it in your glitter again, or put it in the glitter that's fallen onto your aluminum like this, and it will cover it up. Now, you may not like glitter. How could you not like glitter? But if you wanted to try, I've seen people paint these like golden. For some reason, I think that the horns are supposed to be golden colored. So that's what I painted them. Or that's what I glittered them at. So again, this is something that you can do ahead and sort of put it aside for when you go to put them together. So let me move this out of the way. So the next step would be to cut out and make the flowers, and also cut out the eyelashes. So as I said before, I did that with my Joy. You can, of course, do it on your Explorer or your Maker, but these are the flowers, and they are, I don't know if you've ever done these kinds of flowers, but they're pretty simple, and they're a little bit addictive to make. I want to love it. Are you talking about glitter or spray adhesive? Spray adhesive. I know. I love the idea of it, but I just can't get caught into it. So anyway, to roll these up, you need something like this. Now, this is a quilling tool. This one's by Cricut, although they do not make this anymore. And what it is it's like a point. It's not really a point. It's just kind of a flat. Let me see if I can get close so you can see it. But it's got like a slit in there, right? I've heard some people have made their own, or you can use a tweezer. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do it both ways. And so what you're going to do is, with the quilling tool, you're going to grab the outside edge, and then you're going to start, and using your finger and everything, see how I'm using my thumb and my finger. I'm just rolling the tool. And what I'm doing is I'm making a rolled flower. So I'm going to go all around, and this can be a little frustrating, like when that happens, or when you're first starting, but it's kind of soothing. We had something like this. Oh, I think we were doing flower. No, what were we doing that was kind of like this, sort of soothing, not too long ago? Forget. Anyway, so we're just going to go ahead and continue to roll these flowers all the way to the middle. All right. Here we go. Get to the end here, take it off, right? And you see how it's rolled like this? And then this last part, you're going to just kind of twist around, and you're going to put glue here, and then you're going to stick it to the bottom. Okay. Yeah, the wreath, the gluing with the wreath. You're right. So now I have big news. My very good friend got me this. Oh my God. It's like a professional contractor's glue gun. And I think it cost him a lot of money. So, but it is a pretty amazing. So I'm going to use it. I'm going to use the glue gun, but you can use art glitter glue for it. And of course, I burn my hands every single time. But anyway, so you can use art glitter glue, which I would prefer, or use my glue gun here and attach that bottom. See that? We're attach that bottom to it. And you can, before gluing it, you can let it expand a little bit if you want. Okay, so I'm just putting them over here, but let me show you how to do the flowers again. So I'm going to do it with a tweezer this time. So I'm going to just grab that outside. You see that? I'm grabbing the outside edge, and then I'm going to start turning it like this. I'm just turning my tweezer and using my left fingers to sort of guide the paper. And I want to get it pretty tight and medium cardstock to cut these with. So, let's see. And they cut beautifully on the Joy. They're about 3 inches for the small ones. And I think I made that's the pre-rolling size. And then I made the big ones like about 4 inches to make a difference. I want to show you how I'm going to put that on the final version. All right. So this just takes a lot of patience. There's not much to it, but you just have to be patient with yourself. And you do get better at it. I don't do it as often as I should, so I'm clunking through this part. But you're just kind of making a roll here. You see that? Yeah, it's like a page turner. Yeah, I don't know. And there are all kinds of, this is called quilling, by the way, which is another wonderful paper kind of craft. And I think it originated in Pennsylvania or something. I'm not super sure about that. And it is very beautiful. If you ever want to see real quilling, this is just one of the types. Look at that. One type of quilling. Yacy Moore used to carry all tons of quilling things, but go to Pinterest and just type in quilling, Quilling, and you'll see some of the amazing things you can do with your rolled. They're not just flowers. They do also these rolled flat pieces, and they shape them into different things. It's really beautiful. Okay. All right. So there we go. There is this rolled flower. I might want to let it out a little bit like this. And then this time I'm going to use my art glitter glue because I don't want to burn my fingers. And I do have to use the rubber tips, but I don't have them. So, okay. And I'm just getting used to that new thing. All right, so there's my glue from Art Glitter Glue, and I can put it on the bottom like this, and it's best to just sort of hold it. If you're using the liquid glue, hold it for just a second because it needs to catch. And that is how you make these adorable little flowers. Aren't they cute? And to make them bigger or smaller, you can either let them out a little bit, or you can, okay, be quiet. Oh, so many things. Everybody's getting ready for the storm. So there's a lot of things going on this morning. Everybody wants to get their work done and get back to their homes. So there's a lot of people leaving and coming and going. All right. So anyway, I'm fussing with this particular flower. I'm going to just put a little tiny bit of glue. I need to learn how to use this glue. I think I must have complained to him so much. So I cut my flowers and on the file you'll see, but I cut them in 2 different sizes. This one here is about 4 inches, and this one is about 3 1/4 inches. There's 2 different sizes. So I did 2 at 3 1/4 and 1 at 4. And so when you cut them out, this is what you would do. You would then take off the extra paper like this. Isn't that fun? Just like that. Discard the extra, and then using, you know, the fold in your because these are pretty delicate. So using by bending your mat, sort of lifting it off of the mat like this. And what I've done with these before is I've just sat in a different room, like maybe I'm watching a TV program, and sort of just roll them doing that. So there's a lot of little steps, as I mentioned. So that's one of them. The next step that we're going to do, and I don't need to show you how it cuts out, I don't think. I did cut out the eyelashes. Now, I did do them in 2 different, when you get the file, you'll see that they're in 2 different sizes. And this one's off kilter. Let me just show you this. So these are 2 different sizes because I thought at first I thought, well, maybe she needs small eyelashes. But then I went bigger because I thought the bigger would be better. Okay, the last step before you start to assemble this character is the ears. The ears were sort of, like I said, you know, some people said, oh, your ears are too small. And I agree. I think my ears were too small. But then again, you know, what are you going to do? You know, it's like, how do you even know? All right. So basically I got 2 sheets of felt, craft felt. I paid 30 cents for each. And I got pink and white. Now I've seen other people do this where they just have the white and then they put glitter on the ears, but I figured that I had the glitter on the horn, so I really didn't need the ears. And this I just used scissors for. I suppose you could cut them on your Cricut, but not on the Joy. And so I just used like a strip and just cut out almost like a cone shape like this, and make them a little bit bigger than you think you need. I'm going to do it this way here. I'm going to point this one in towards it. But this is something that, you know, I think it's personal preference. Do you like big ears? My son and I talk about that all the time with the dogs. And then I cut out with this pink, I just cut out 2 smaller pieces, like this. Okay. And this is something you could just totally freehand it and do whatever you want. This, I think, is a little too big. Do whatever you want. And you can glue, either use art glitter glue or your hot glue. And then I'm going to show you a little trick that I did with my ears. Okay. So first I put I'm a little afraid. Okay, first I put the glue onto the back of the inside like this and just press it on. And then this one here. All right, press it on. Then what I chose to do was pinch it like this. And to get that to stick together, that's where I did use glue to pinch it together, and it kind of gives that real ear look to it. So again, a little tiny bit of hot glue. Go easy with this, as I am trying to do. And then pinch it together like this. Like I put a little too much on there, but pinch it together like this. And then you have an ear that is sort of rounded, kind of like a real ear would be. Same thing for this side. Pinch it. There we go. All right, so I got 2 ears. Now we're ready to assemble all of our pieces. So let's get them together. Let me move all this stuff. Woo, it's a lot of stuff here, a lot of steps. I think littles would like it because there's so many different little steps. There's not like one sustained action that they need to be doing over and over again. So, okay, so I did do the the glittery part for this yesterday. And so I need to pick a horn and then my ears, and then I'm going to put my flowers on. And then I'm going to put on the eyes just because they're a little weird to place without. So the first thing that I probably would do, although I tried it differently, is the ears and the unicorn, I guess it's called the horn, you know, the one horn, unicorn, right? And I think it should go right in front of where the piece of ornament hanger is, right? So let's take, for instance, this one. I think this would be good. And it would be great if you had like something to hold it in place, which I do not have because I'm using up this. Let me see if I can. All right, we can use this. All right, to hold it in place. All right. And I know littles and glitter, but they love it. They love it. All right, so I'm going to use hot glue, and I'm just going to put hot glue on the edge or the bottom of this and carefully place it on there. You have to hold it for a few seconds. I don't think that I don't know.Maybe art glitter glue would work for this, but I didn't want to try it, and I figured I had to give this a shot. So that seems like it's really on there well. And then I'm going to put the ears sort of behind it like this, right? Also using a little bit of hot glue. Sorry if I'm not on camera. And let's just put it there. And I'm actually putting the glue on all of these parts, okay? Let me show you. See that? I got glue on the whole bottom, and I'm sort of placing it there, starting to look like a unicorn. And then I've got my flowers, and you can pick whatever color you wanted, but I saw some people doing 3 flowers, 1 bigger in the front and 2 smaller. So that's what I'm going to do. Put a little bit of hot glue there, place my the larger flower on there, although this one, that flower doesn't seem like it's holding. And then the 2 small ones. When I posted a picture of this, I had a lot of people who had little girls that wanted to buy them. I don't sell my stuff, but I always give it away too. And I was thinking it would be great to do the year and the child's name on the back. I think that would be good. So here it is, and we just need to pick some eyelashes. I'm going to give you 3 different kinds. I sort of like this kind, looks like she's smiling, but you could choose like this one. I gave you all 3 different kinds. So let me do this one. Now, I suppose I could use transfer tape for this, but I was like, duh, I'm just going to peel it off and place it. So this one is the left one, and I'm just going to choose an area and just place it on. I'm not going to push it on real good because I want to make sure my placement is good. That's cute. I have a little bit of glue string from the gluing. Yeah, that's cute right there. And then this next one, I'm just going to make sure it's sort of lined up and put it on. What? Isn't that great? So cute. And especially if you have a little granddaughter or a daughter or a friend that has a young child. So cute. I mean, and here's the thing. I don't think you can mess these up because, again, unicorns are pretty rare sightings. So who's to say if they have pink flowers or green flowers or upward facing eyelashes or big ears or small ears? It's the kind of thing you can sort of flub up and you'll get it so that you can do it whatever way you want to. And again, I think putting on the back, maybe for a young one, like, put the name of the child and the date 2020 in there. And if they're 43 years old, like Shirley's daughter, and they still love unicorns, wouldn't this be fun? It wasn't a difficult project, but there were a lot of steps. So just to kind of review, you're going to first glitter this, right? You're going to glitter the inside using Minwax Polycrylic and any kind of glitter that you want. In this case, I used a combination of these three. It's crystal, which is kind of like snow, pink, and it's like aqua. And I mixed it all together and used it on the inside, turned it over, make sure I dumped out the extra glitter and allowed it to dry. And then I made with my Skulpy, and again, you can use whatever you want, but I used this Skulpy III and I made these horns. I had to put them in the toaster oven for 15 minutes so that they would harden. Then I coated it with art glitter glue and dunk it into my glitter, my gold glitter, and allowed that to dry. And then I made my flowers after I cut them on the Joy, and I rolled them up using either tweezer or a quilling tool and glued them on the bottom. There's one big and two small, and this is regular paper. It's from Michael's, actually. I also cut out these eyelashes. I did this with smart vinyl. Cricut Joy smart vinyl, and just cut those out. And then the ears are just a combination of two color. I chose this pink, like sort of a watermelon-y pink, and white, and you just hand cut them whatever size you want. And then I put a little bit of glue here and I pinched them together to create that look of a ear. Okay. And then I just put it all together, and you saw me do it in just a few minutes. So this is the kind of thing, a wonderful afternoon project, especially during a snowstorm. And you can do all these little parts ahead of time and then sit down and put them together. I think I might actually do that when the snow starts falling tonight, or I have a whole bunch of smaller bulbs. And by the way, you don't need to use this size. If you find smaller ones, like I've got a couple of packs of, I think they're like 2.5-inch rounds. I don't think these would go in our ornament boxes. I was thinking about that, but you could do something else, like perhaps a paper bag, like a gift bag or something. Really just so lovely. Will last for a long time on your tree and everything. And because I used plastic, won't break. And so you won't be disappointed in that. All right. So that is That is our lovely unicorn ornaments. You see this one I did a little bit differently. Smaller ears, smaller flowers, but you do it the way you want to do it. And I'm sure whoever gets it will be really happy about it. Oh, maybe it would fit in a Pentagon box. It depends, I suppose, on the size of your horn. This horn's pretty high. I mean, maybe it would fit. I don't know. I'm going to have to try it out. Anyway, so that is Cricut Chat for today. I'm going to be back later because I'm going to show you taking my maker out of the box and putting it, connecting it, and showing you all the things you have to do. And it's really not a lot. It's really, really not a lot. But the things you have to do to get your design space working, okay? You're welcome, Bren. And let's see, tomorrow, undecided if I can get to my sewing area. I think I'll make doggy bandanas tomorrow. And I am going to post the file. If you're watching this after the fact, check the description after the live, I should say. Check the description in either on YouTube or when I post it on Facebook, and you'll see the Cricut, the free design space file for Cricut. And let's see, what else? Thank you so much, everyone, for helping me reach my goal. I'm very happy camper. I was just so tickled. I was tickled pink when I saw that yesterday, and it just was so much fun. Thank you so much. And we're just getting started, right? I mean, we're going to have a whole lot of fun. And so I won't disappoint. I hope I won't disappoint you going forward. Thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful day of crafting. I hope I get some happy mail, too. I love getting happy meals. Happy meals. No, happy mail. Oh, wonderful. All right. So have a great day. We'll see you again, actually a little later, to do the maker. It's not really an unboxing, just sort of a setting up. Okay. Thanks. Hi, David. Hi, Lori. Thank you very much. Yes, stay warm, everybody. If you're on the East Coast, do your preparations. Get your bread and your milk, okay? And we'll see you again later, okay? Take care. Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye.